Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be doing a flow for tight hamstrings. I know in my previous life I was a big runner and cyclist, and so I think that still haunts me in my yoga practice because my hamstrings can be so tight at times, and right now is one of those times that they are especially tight. So I need this flow as well as an opportunity to open them up, loosen them up, make me feel good. So come on and join me. We'll begin in a child's pose. Knees wide, arms forward, rest the forehead down. Begin by initiating these rounds of breath, big inhales, followed by long, slow exhale breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more cycle of breath here. Inhale, fill up. Send it out. On the next inhale breath, let's rise up to a tabletop position. Walk the hands back, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Go ahead and warm up the spine with our cat-cows. On the inhale, drop the belly, tuck the toes, roll the shoulders back, look up. And as you exhale, suck the belly button in towards the spine, press away, look towards the belly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more round. Really drop the belly here, arch the back, look up. And as you look up, hold it at the top. Press the chin forward to stretch out through the throat. Exhale, suck the belly in, press the earth away from you. Good, back to tabletop. Wrist stretch, point the fingers back towards the body, shift body weight back. Right before the palms want to peel up, and just breathe into the edge of the wrists. Lean the left ear towards the left shoulder. Come back through center, lean right ear towards right shoulder. Come back through center, flip the grip so you can point the fingers in towards one another or back towards the body, but you want the palms to be facing up. You can touch each finger to the thumb, make fists. Maybe you like to bend and straighten the elbows. Bring the knees together. Sit back on the heels, tops of the feet on the mat. Circle out the wrists, open and close the fingers. Sweep the arms overhead. Interlace the fingers, flip the grip so the palms are facing up. As you inhale, press up. Exhale, suck the belly in, chin to chest, press away. So just kind of like those cat-cows that we did. Hold here, press the palms away from the body. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, suck in, round. One more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together, release the head down the back. Just let it fall. Good. Bring the hands to heart center. Rise up on the knees. Tuck the toes under for a toe stretch. Stay right here or intensify it by sitting back on the heels. Arms go overhead. Again, interlace the fingers, palms face up. Inhale, press the palms up. Draw the tailbone down, so avoid arching the back here. Draw in, and then lean right, look left. Come back through center. Lean left, look right. Come back through center. We got a little friend here, a little blackbird. Lean the head back, cradle the head and the hands, puff up the chest. Sweep the arms forward, plant the hands, pat out the tops of the feet. Then send the right leg back, flex the sole of the foot back. So press the back of the knee out and then draw the belly button in towards the spine. Bend the heel towards the glute and then draw some circles with the right knee in one direction. And then reverse the direction. Send the right leg back, left arm forward, thumb up to the sky. Hold here. Really try to extend the right leg back and then reach the left arm forward. Take another big inhale, reach a little bit longer. And then as you exhale, round, forehead to knee. Hold this one, heel to glute, curl in tight. Inhale, lengthen out. Bend the knee, reach back, catch the top of the foot, kick away from the body, grounding down into the right palm. Chest is forward, gaze is lifted. One more inhale, kick up, cartwheel the limbs out, hold here. Lower the left hand down to the mat. Keep the right foot flexed, point the toes to the back left corner, and then making a little rainbow to the back right corner. Back left, and then back right. Legs stay strong and straight, core is active here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the right leg back and then swing it out to the right. Hover and hold. Try to keep lifting the right leg hip height or higher, or as close to it as you can get. Kick the sole of the foot out and then scoot it a little bit forward. Lower it down to the floor so it's way off the mat. Send the left arm high, look up towards the left thumb. Send the left shoulder on top of the right. Take another big inhale. Exhale as you thread your needle, walk the right hand forward, lower the left shoulder down, take left hand to right leg wherever you can catch, and then start to walk the right hand forward. You can stay here, or you can start to bind the right arm behind the body, catching left inner thigh. Try to get the back of the head towards the mat. Slowly unwind, plant the right hand, send the left arm high, look up towards the left thumb, and then flex the right toes up towards the sky. Left hand comes down, keep the right foot flexed, tuck the left toes, add a toe stretch here, sit back on the left heel, stretch the arms forward, rest the forehead down. So keep flexing the right toes up towards the sky, targeting the hamstring already on the right side. Good, rise up. Plant the hands, sweep the right leg back, and then lower the right leg down to meet the left. So we'll switch on to the other side, send the left leg back, flex the sole of the foot back, press the back of the left knee out. You're pressing into the hands so the chest is forward. And then bend the heel towards the glute, draw circles with the left knee, finding movement through the hip joint here. And reverse. Send the left leg back, toes point down to the floor, and then extend the right arm forward, right thumb points up to the sky. Belly is active, so you're drawing it in, bracing the belly like someone's going to come around and punch you in the gut. Take an inhale, reach long. As you exhale, round, curl in, forehead towards the knee. We're holding this one here. Heel to glute, wrap in. Inhale, lengthen out. Bend the knee, reach back, catch the top of the foot, kick away from the body, chest forward, look up. One more inhale, kick up. Cartwheel the limbs out, hold. Lower the right hand down, keep the left foot flexed, tap the toes to the back right corner, then make that rainbow to the left corner. Back right, back left. Good. Keep the belly fired up here and the legs strong and straight. for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send the left leg back, and then we're swinging it out to the left. Like the sole of the foot back. Keep lifting the left leg a little bit higher with every inhale breath. Then you scoot the left foot forward, lower it down to the floor. Send the right arm up towards the sky, look up. Then as you exhale, walk the left hand forward, right shoulder lands, right hand to left leg. Left hand can walk forward, you can start to bind it behind you. Really try to work the back of the skull towards the mat, chin in line with left shoulder. Start to unwind, plant the left hand, send the right arm high, look up towards the thumb, and then flex the left toes up towards the sky, so the left foot is flexed. Keep the left foot flexed as you bring the right hand down, tuck right toes, press the hips back towards the heel. Rise up, plant the hand, sweep the left leg back, and then lower left knee down to meet the right knee. Walk the hands forward to the top of the mat, lower the forehead down, send the hips high. Lift the forehead up, send the body weight forward, come all the way down to the belly, so then we're on our forearms. So try to walk the forearms back so the elbow is directly underneath the shoulders. And then your feet, you want them hips width distance apart. Start to squeeze the shoulder blades together, lower the chin towards the chest. Good. As you do this, keep squeezing the shoulder blades towards one another and then press the pubic bone down into the floor. Send the right ear towards the right shoulder. Come back through center, send left ear towards left shoulder. Come back through center, press into the palms, straighten the elbows, point the thumbs forward, look up, lean the head back, let it fall. Bend the elbows, pull the heart towards the top of the mat, and then lower the forehead all the way down. Bring the legs together so the big toes and the ankles and the heels are all touching. Squeeze the legs together, press the tops of the feet into the mat so much so that you feel your knees lift. Wrap the elbows in so they're tight beside the body. Press into the tops of the feet, look up. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together just like we were doing in our cobra pose. Anchor the pubic bone down, look up. You want to be able to peel the hands off the mat and you stay in the same spot because you're using so much strength through the back body. One more inhale, lift up, slowly lower down. Good. Second set, we'll repeat the same, but now interlacing the fingers behind the body. So now press the tops of the feet into the mat, squeeze the legs together. Inhale, pull the bind towards the heels, squeeze shoulder blades together. Look up, look back. One more inhale, lift, slowly lower down. Bring the hands under the shoulders, feet go wide, the width of the mat. Walk the hands back a handprint so they're a little bit closer towards the hips. Wrap the elbows in again, press into the hands, lift the heart up. Squeeze the elbows in, look up, look back. Then bend the elbows, pull the heart forward, lower the forehead all the way down. Last one, we're doing a bow pose. So now feet are about the distance that you would have one of these yoga blocks. Bend the heels towards the glutes, reach back so you're grabbing the outside edges of the feet. Grab from the outside. So we want to strengthen the glutes while we open up our hamstrings. So to begin, start to kick into the hands. You're staying on the soft part of the belly. Use the kick to drive the posture. Lift the gaze up. Use such a strong kick here. Feel the glutes activate as you kick into the hands. Good. Breathe here. Hold. One more inhale. Kick up. Exhale. Release. Shimmy the hips right and left. Let it go. Tuck the toes. Press into the hands. Hips to heels. Forehead comes down to the mat. Pass through a child's pose. Rise up, tuck the toes and the hips high. You're in a downward facing dog. So our first downward dog, such an important posture for stretching out our hamstrings. So take a moment here, just pedal out the knees, alternate right heel to the mat, left heel to the mat. Draw the belly button in and try to arch the back so you're pointing the tailbone a little higher towards the sky. Maybe that means you have a bend in the knees, but that's totally fine. Bring the gaze towards the belly button. Feel that wonderful stretch. Let's do a revolve down dog. So you can bring the feet just a little bit wider. Right hand to the outside of the left leg, wherever you can take hold. And then gaze under the left armpit. Press firmly into the left palm. Look under the left armpit. Breathe. Switch it out. Plant the right hand, left hand to the outside of the right leg. Look under the right armpit. Back to down dog. Shake the head, yes. Shake it, no. And shake it, yes again. And then come high on the tiptoes so the heels are lifted, and then just tiptoe walk the feet up to meet the hands. When you reach the top, put a bend in the knees so the belly is heavy on the thighs. Take opposite elbow, let the head go, just ragdoll sway. So have a bend in the knees here. That way we can get into the hamstrings rather than having a rounded back that just stretches out our back. We want the hamstrings here. So as you rock side to side, maybe incorporate a little front to back rock, or rolling the ankles in and out, grounding into the outer edges of the feet and also the inner arches. Release the hands to the mat. Put a bend in the right knee, straighten the left leg. Right hand plants, open up the left arm. Draw the belly in and then press the left hip back. Look towards the left thumb. Switch it out. Plant the left hand, bend the left knee, open up the right arm. Look towards the right thumb, press the right hip back. Right hand comes down. Put a bend in the knees, press into the heels, and then roll your way up to standing. When you reach the top, roll the shoulders back, lift the chin, palms face out, ground down into the feet here, draw the belly in, active core. Sweep the arms up overhead, look towards the thumbs, take an inhale. Exhale, hands through heart center. And so when you do your forward folds, bend the knees and lead with the heart. Think about sticking the booty out. So bend the knees, heart comes forward, booty out, and then fold. That's how we're getting into the hamstrings here. So then when we inhale to a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, you can just keep the bend in the knees, draw the belly towards the thighs, heart forward, and then fold. So press into the palms, work forehead towards knees. If you don't straighten the legs, that's perfectly fine. Let's do again. Inhale to a halfway lift. Stick the butt out, heart forward, squeeze shoulder blades together, and then bend the knees, fold. Press into the palms, forehead to knees. Let's do one more time, and always moving with breath. So inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Plant the hands, step the feet back, high straight arm plank, pause and hold here. Press away from the mat, find the rounding through the upper back, draw the tailbone down, belly in. Shift the body weight forwards and back. So just rolling over the tiptoes, shoulders going beyond the fingertips for 5, 4, 3, 2, shift forward, hold here. Wrap the elbows in so the bend of the elbows points forward. Take an inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, squeeze the elbows by the rib cage as you lower down. Inhale, pull the heart through. Press into the palms. Shoulders are away from the ears. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Look up, look back. Chin to chest. Press into the palms. Send the hips high. Roll over the tops of the feet. Meet in a downward facing dog. Send the right leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip. Right heel towards left glute. Circle out the ankle. Wiggle through the toes. Press into the palm, especially into the right palm. Try to get the right shoulder squared with the left shoulder. Send the right leg high. Elevate the left heel off of the mat. Send the right knee towards the forehead. So get really high on the left tiptoes. Send the right leg high. Right knee, right tricep. Try to tap it to the outside. Again, really high on the left tiptoes. Send it back. Right knee, left tricep. Try to keep the hips squared as you do this. Send it back. Right foot steps forward. Lower the left knee down to the mat. Low crescent lunge. Arms come up overhead. Scoot the right toes more forward. Sit a little deeper into the right knee. So we're always working opposition of forces here. So your core is engaged to protect the low back. And then you're activating the left glute to open up through the left hip flexor. Good. Take another inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sit a little deeper into the right knee, dive back. Shift back, runner stretch. Flex the right toes towards the face. So if you have a bend in the right knee, that's perfectly fine. That's why we're here. And because we're trying to lead with the heart. Think heart towards toes. So rather than working a rounded back with chin towards chest, you're trying to come forward. Find that anterior pelvic tilt, like your pelvis is a bowl of soup. You're trying to spill it forward rather than rounding it back here. So think heart towards toes, toes towards heart. Long, slow breaths here. It's so important to utilize the breath. It sends a signal to your brain telling your body that it's allowed to open up. Because otherwise, if something happens too fast or too quick or too deep, your body sends a signal saying, no, 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 stop, stop, stop. So it tightens up. So it's good. It's our body's mechanism to protect us, but we're trying to get a little deeper of a stretch here. Let's do an IT band stretch. So walk the hands to the right side of the body, and you're just kind of swivel on the left knee so the left shin can kind of come with you as you work the pinky toe edge of the right foot down towards the mat. So pinky toe edge of the right foot down. You're eventually trying to straighten out the right leg. Walk it around, wide-legged forward fold. So plant the hands. You're in a wide-legged forward fold here. You can bend the knees, take opposite elbow, and just sway. So again, remember that anterior pelvic tilt. So the pelvis is trying to spill forward. So we're not rounding the back, drawing the tailbone down. We're trying to, it's kind of that arched back, like sticking the booty out. So just find a little rock, left to right. You can keep a bend in the knees, point the tailbone towards the sky. Release the hands to the mat. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, stick the butt up, fold forward. Look towards the belly button. And let's walk the hands out wide like a down dog. So send the weight back towards the heels. Walk the hands under the face, and then bring the hands to the hips with a flat back. Rise up to standing. Step the left foot in, just about the midline of the mat, so feet are about 3 feet apart, and just pivot. So pivot the toes to point forward to 12 o'clock. So here we're doing that anterior pelvic tilt, so rolling here rather than tucking under. So spilling the pelvis forward, put a bend in the left knee, flex the right toes towards the sky. You can keep the hands on the hips, or you can intensify it by sending the arms forward. Good, and then shift the weight forward, flatten the right foot down towards the mat, fold over the right leg. So now you're in a pyramid pose. So here, shifting a little bit more weight into the right foot so you can pivot the right hip back and feel that left hip come forward, then start to fold over the right leg a little bit more. Continue to draw the belly in and then elongate your exhale breaths. Inhale to a half lift. Plant the left hand. You can do it to the inside, but a little more forward of the foot, or eventually to the outside. And then open up the right arm, so you're evolving your pyramid pose. Keep pressing into the right foot. Shift the right hip back. Look up towards the right thumb. Right hand comes down to the mat. Bring the left hand wide. Shift the weight to the right foot. Draw left heel to glute and then left knee to chest. We're going to bend the right knee. Start to kick the left foot forward. Lower all the way down to your seat. So coming through a pistol squat all the way down to your seat. Flex the left toes. Start to lean forward, finding Marcharyasana A. I probably butchered how I said that one. I always mess that one up. It's like Marcharyasana. You'll correct me, I'm sure. So lean forward, heart towards toes, and start to wrap the hands behind you. Even if they don't touch, just think about squeezing the shoulder blades together, trying to make the heart have connection with the toes. If you can, find the bind, right hand hooks left hand, squeeze shoulder blades together, draw belly in. Rise up. Take the right foot over the left thigh. Right hand plants behind you. Use it to lengthen through the spine. Keep left foot flexed. Left arm wraps up and over, elbow on the outside of the knee. Twist. Look towards the back of your mat. Keep grounding into the right hand to grow through the spine. So with every inhale, you lengthen up. With every exhale, use the elbow on the knee to look back deeper. Good. Come back through center, counter the posture. So bow the body to the left, forehead comes down. Rise up. Bend the knee. Keep the right ankle on top of the thigh. Fingers point forward. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Press chest towards the shin. And then heel toe, left foot over towards the right edge of the mat, finding a 90-90 fire log. So right ankle on top of left knee, and then right knee over top of left ankle. You want to see a little triangle shape in the middle of your legs, and start to just lean forward to feel it through the outer hip here. Just any amount is fine to lean forward. If you have a big wide space between the right knee and the ankle, if you need to put a blocker pillow or something like that under there, you can do that. Otherwise, just put gentle pressure on the right knee and start to lean forward. Rise up. Let's find an Savasana, boat pose. So send the legs up. You can have the hands on the back of the knees. Hands can be on the mat, all for support, or you can extend the arms forward. Take an inhale, heart towards sky, and exhale, extend it out, low boat. Inhale, exhale. Good, lift and lower. Lift, lower. Let's go for 8. Good, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, scissor kick the feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down, reach the arms overhead, point the toes, hug the knees into the chest, rock up and down the spine 3 times. And on the third one, you're pressing into the feet, trying to lift your way up to an Utkatasana chair pose. So press into the feet, arms up, biceps beside the ears, hips in the chair. Draw the belly in so you don't want it to spill forward. You're really trying to wrap in here. Squeeze the knees together, sit a little bit lower. Sit a little lower. Breathe. Adding some little pulses here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs, squeeze the glutes together, press the hips forward, dive back. Rise up, open the arms, bend the knees, heart forward, stick the butt out and fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. So you can put a bend in the knees, heart is forward, gaze forward, and exhale, fold. Press the hands into the mat, forehead towards the knees. Plant the hands, step or hop the feet back, high plank, we hold. Press away, shift the body weight forwards and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, shift forward, hold, wrap in, inhale, exhale as you lower down, elbows are by the rib cage, and then to pull the heart through, press into the palms, tops of the feet are pressing into the mat to lift the knees off the mat, gaze up. Chin to chest, downward facing dog. So again, you can have a bend in the knees here, look towards the belly button, try to get the chest to press towards the thighs. Send the left leg high, bend the knee, open the hip, left heel towards right glute, circle the ankle, wiggle through the toes. Send the left leg high, elevate right heel off the mat, shift forward, left knee to forehead, get really high on the right tiptoes, press away. Send the left leg back, left knee, left tricep. Send it back, left knee, right tricep. Send the left leg back, left foot steps forward, right knee lands, arms come up, inhale. Exhale, sit a little deeper into the left knee. So remember here, core is engaged, and now the right glute is active. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, dive back. Runner stretch, shift back, flex left toes towards the face. Belly in, fold forward. Trying to work with a flat back here. Long, slow breaths. The breath is your true teacher. That's your guide. That's what tells you when to hold back, when to push. find an IT band stretch. So walk the hands to the left. So now you're just kind of swiveling on the right knee so the shin kind of goes with you. And then pinky toe edge of the left foot now works its way down. So you feel it through the IT band all through the left side. Let's walk it around. Find a wide-legged forward fold. Apologize for my booty in your face. One-man band here, so I don't have anyone else to walk around and film me. So take an inhale to a half lift. Exhale, fold. Let's plant the right hand under the face and the left arm high. Look up towards the left thumb. Draw the belly button in towards the spine and shift a little bit of weight forward and press into the inner arches. Try to avoid dumping too much weight to the outside. And as you inhale, look up. Exhale, twist open. In my practice for a long time, I think I was just like pressing weight into the outer edges of my feet. I really started to compromise just hamstrings and issues like that. So pressing into the inner arches really helped my practice. You can bend the elbow, bring it behind the body, catch right under thigh, look up. Let's switch it out. Left hand plants and the right arm high. So again, press into the inner arches, activate the inner thighs. Look up towards the right thumb. Keep the belly in. So just shifting energies around in your practice, just those little micro things that can really transform your practice, whether it's just shifting a little bit of weight forward or back or in or out or gazing in a different way. It's just these little things that it's really fun to learn. Start to bend the elbow, bring it behind the body, catch left inner thigh. You just really start to learn your body, learn what works for you, your specific anatomy. Good. Release right hand down, hands to hips with a flat back, rise up. So now just stepping the right foot in about halfway, feet are 3 feet apart, and then just pivot. So now again, we start to tilt the pelvis forward. So rather than rounding here, we're tilting the pelvis forward. So we bend this right knee, flex the left toes up, and just start to fold. So you should feel it all through the hamstring. Yeah, it's my left one, man. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. Maybe send the arms forward. And then shift forward. Plant the left foot down. So now you're in a pyramid pose. The back foot can be pointed to 45 degrees. As you shift some weight forward, just start to shift the hips a little bit. So the right hip points forward, feel the left hip pull back, and then fold over the left leg. Draw the belly in. Long, slow breaths here. Really get into these with a long, slow, audible breath. Let's revolve it. So you can plant the right hand to either the inside or the outside of the left foot. Send the left arm high. So press into the left foot to dip the left hip back. Look towards the left thumb. Belly in. So again, notice if you're always rolling to the outer edges of the feet, try to press into the inner arches. Like wrap up the midline. Activate the inner thighs. Left hand comes down. So bring the hands out towards the top of the mat. Shift the weight towards the left foot. Right heel to glute, and then tuck the knee in towards the right knee in towards the chest. As you start to bend the left knee, kick the right leg out, sit all the way down. Hug the left leg in, start to lean forward again, squeeze shoulder blades, think heart towards toes, flat back, lean forward, and maybe you start to lean forward, you can bring the arm in front of the leg, wrap behind. If your hands don't interlace, again, that's fine. Just try to think about touching the elbows behind the body, squeeze shoulder blades together. If you can interlace, great, and then just start to lean forward, breathe. Rise up. Step the left foot over the right leg, left hand behind you, lengthen. Take the right arm over, and then elbow on the outside of the knee, look back. Suck the belly in, twist. Take another inhale, press into the left hand, lengthen, and then exhale, look over the left shoulder, twist. Gaze forward, plant the hands, bend the right knee, fingers point forward, press the chest towards the shin. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Let's find our 90-90. So heel to the right foot over. So left knee on top of right ankle, left ankle on top of right knee. So again, if you have a big old space, that's perfectly fine. Just any amount, put a little gentle pressure on the knee. Start to lean forward, squeeze shoulder blades. Breathe into the outer hips here. Send breath to specific areas, areas that are tight, areas that feel like they're resisting you, tightening up, locking up. Send a long, slow breath there. Rise up, Navasana boat pose. So send the legs out again. Take an inhale, exhale to a low boat. Inhale, exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold, flutter kick the feet up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, reach the arms overhead, long body stretch. Hug the knees into the chest, rock up and down the spine 3 times. On the third one, pressing into the feet, rocking all the way up, press into the feet. Find your Utkatasana chair pose. So lift the biceps beside the ears, look up. Little pulses here, 8. Weight in the heels, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, sit low, hold, sweep the arms back, interlace the fingers, squeeze the knees together, elevate the heels. Hold here, keep the fingers interlaced, straighten the legs, fold over, look towards the knees, breathe. You can have a bend in the knees here, but try to bring the chin towards the chest. Release the hands down. Inhale to a halfway lift, heart forward, knees bent. Exhale, fold. Press into the hands, forehead to the knees. Plant the hands, step or hop the feet back. High straight arm plank. Shift forward and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, shift forward, hold. We're doing 5 push-ups, option to drop to the knees. So take an inhale, exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, inhale through an upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send the right leg high. step the right foot forward, high crescent lunge. Left heel stacked over the toes, send the arms up. Send the left arm forward, right arm back, look towards the right thumb. Right hand to the back leg, left hand reaches behind you. Sweep the arms back up through center. Bend the left knee, press off warrior three. Send the arms forward, left leg back. You can keep the arms forward or you can bring the hands to heart center, but we're doing 5 toe taps. So left toes tap and then lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. We're landing in a warrior one, so bend the right knee, land the left foot at a 45-degree angle, arms come up. Press into the blade edge of the left foot. Cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulders, interlace the fingers behind you. Roll the shoulders back, fist package glides down the left leg. Bend into the right knee, take the heart forward, and then fold. Look towards the belly button. Try to get the palms to touch. Extended side angle. Right hand goes to the inside of the right foot. Send the left arm forward. Try to get the bicep beside the ear. And then think about stacking left rib cage on top of the right. Set a little deeper into the right knee. And then send the left arm up to the sky. Look towards the thumb. Bend the elbow. Bring it behind you. Have the palm facing out. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Look up. Send the left arm up to the sky, rise up, find a warrior two. Send the right knee open, set into the right knee. Quadriceps engaged, belly in. Find 3 pumping warriors, straighten the right leg, reach up. Exhale to 2. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Flip the front palm, reverse. Keep sitting into the right knee, but you're also pressing away from the right foot. Reach the right arm back. Big transition, finding a half moon. So we bend the right knee, press off the left foot, right hand comes down, left leg lifts. Kick the sole of the left foot out. Right hand can stay on the ground, or maybe you can start to play with bringing right hand to heart center. Good. Bend the right knee, landing back in a warrior 2. Flip the front palm, reverse. Cartwheel the arms down to the inside of the right foot. Lift the left heel. Heel to right foot to right edge. Lower the left knee down. You're in a lizard lunge. Breathe here. You can stay on the palms or you can work your way down to forearms. Totally up to you. You can keep the knee towards the shoulder or roll to the pinky toe edge of the foot, whatever suits your body best today. Good. Cartwheel the right hand back to the hip. You can stay with the hand on the hip, looking up or back, or you can bend the left foot in towards the body, catch it. Slowly release. Cartwheel the right hand forward, tuck left toes, lift the left knee, step the right foot back, high plank. Shift forward, wrap in, take an inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Heart pulls through, chin to chest, down dog. So hopefully by now your hamstrings are feeling a little more open. They aren't so stiff, they aren't trying to fight you so much. Send the left leg high. Left foot steps through, high crescent lunge, arms up, inhale. So press the back of the right knee out. Try to get right heel stacked over the toes. Send the right arm forward, left arm back. Look towards the left thumb. Squeeze inner thighs towards one another. And try to see what your left arm is doing in space. Look towards it. Left hand to the back leg, right hand reaches behind you. Sweep the left arm back up. Put a bend in the right knee, press off warrior 3. Arms can stay forward. You can start to bring the hands to heart center. But again, notice if you're always shifting weight to the outer edge of the left foot, try to press down through the big toe, through the inner arch. Keep the arms forward to bring hands to heart center, tap right toes to the mat, and then lift. Lower and lift. Good. 3, 2, 1. Keep the arms forward, bend the left knee, land the right foot into a warrior 1. Pinky toe edge of the right foot presses into the mat. Take an inhale, lift up. Exhale, cactus squeeze. Interlace the fingers behind you, roll back. Bend into the left knee, lead with the heart, take the bind over. Look towards the belly button, squeeze the palms to touch. Keep sitting into the left knee a little bit deeper. Extended side angle, left hand goes down to the inside of the left foot, send the right arm forward, bicep beside the ear. Sit into the left knee, reach forward, feel that stretch through the side body. Bring the right up towards the sky, look towards the thumb, and then bend the elbow, bring it behind you, palm facing out, squeeze shoulder blades together. Sit a little deeper into the left knee, and then press into the pinky toe edge of the right foot. Send the right arm forward, bicep beside the ear, rise up to warrior 2. Find 3 pumping warriors, straighten the left leg, reach up. Exhale to 2. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, warrior 2, sit low. Open up the left knee, press into the pinky toe edge of the right foot. Flip the front palm, reverse. Big transition, flying into our half moon. So step the right foot up, lift it, ground down into the left foot, send the right arm high, kick the sole of the right foot out. Good, find one spot to focus on, breathe through it. Good, if you fall back out, just get right back in. That's what we're here to do, we're here to practice. Bend the left knee, stepping back into a warrior 2, cartwheel the arms open. Flip the front palm, reverse. Cartwheel the arms down, finding a lizard lunge. So we heel toe left foot to left edge of the mat, lower the right knee. Take an opportunity here to breathe, see what works for you on this side, maybe knee in or maybe roll to the outer edge, maybe a little bit of both. Hands down or forearms down. So you can stay here, cartwheel the left hand back, place it on the hip, look back behind you, or you can bend the right foot in towards the body, catch it with the left hand. Cartwheel the left arm forward, come down to the forearms if you aren't already there, and step the left foot back so you're in a forearm plank. Hold here. Walk the feet in for dolphin. So stay on the forearms, press into them, look towards the belly button. You can have a bend in the knees here. Chest can be pressing towards the thighs. So this is a great way to open up the hamstrings. And then just think about tilting the tailbone or like the sits bones up towards the sky. Look towards the thumbs, finding 5 dolphin dives, nose taps thumbs, and press back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees down to the mat. Find a child's pose. Forehead comes down. Reach the arms behind you. Palms face up. Breathe. Rise up. Any way you can, float the legs through, finding a seated position. Send the legs forward, finding Paschimottanasana. So you can remove the fleshy bits from under the sits bones, and you can have a bend in the knees, because remember, we're trying to find that pelvic tilt this way rather than rounding back this way. So if you have a bend in the knees, perfectly fine, but you want to keep the back flat, heart towards toes. And then notice the feet, rather than the toes curling in, we're trying to press the big toes out and then wrap the pinky toes in. Squeeze shoulder blades together, fold, lift up from the pelvis, lift out of the pelvic bowl, and then fold over the legs. Long, slow breaths here. So squeeze the legs together. Good. Breathe up the back body. And then fold a little deeper. Rise up. Draw the right heel in towards the body, sole of the right foot towards the inner left thigh. Sweep the arms up, take an inhale, twist towards the left leg, fold. So notice if this right shoulder starts to pop up, bring it down, square it with the left, flex left toes. So again here, flat back, heart towards toes. Rise up. Take left hand to right knee. Take the right hand over towards the left foot. Use the tricep against the inner thigh to try to peel open the right shoulder. Rise up, plant the right hand behind you, roll to the right knee, press the sole of the left foot in towards the floor, lift the hips, let the head go. Lower the hips down, and let's switch it out. Sole left foot to inner right thigh. Sweep the arms up, big inhale. Twist towards the right leg and fold. So again, if you have a bend in the knee, that's fine. We want integrity through the spine. We're trying to prioritize our hamstrings here. Not trying to stretch out the back, trying to stretch out the hamstrings. Inhale, come up. Take the right hand to the right knee, left hand behind you. Press into the left hand, lengthen. Gaze over the left shoulder. Keep the right hand on the knee. Take the left hand over towards the right foot. Use the tricep against the inner thigh. Stack left shoulder on top of right. Rise up. Left hand plants behind you. Roll to left knee. Press into the sole of the right foot. Hips lift. Let the head go. Lower the hips down. Plant the feet. Knees stay bent. Arms go forward. Chin to chest. Slowly start to roll down the spine. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock the body side to side. Lift the legs up to the sky. Place the hands under the hips. Circle out the ankles. Open and close the jaw a few times. Take the tongue out towards the chin. Then hug the knees into the chest. Plant the feet, heels near the glutes. Press into the feet, lift the hips up. And then we're just lowering them down to tap. Press into the heels, lift, slow, lower. Press, lift, slow, lower. So as you lift up, squeeze the glutes together, and you control the descent when you come down. Weight is in the heels, but you're really activating the glutes when you lift them up and squeeze them together. For 5, 4, 3, 2. On this last one, we're pressing up, holding it. Squeeze your glutes together like you've never squeezed your butt cheeks before. And then press into the heels, pulse it up from the highest point, and then pulse a little higher from there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Hug the knees into the chest. Bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Interlace the fingers behind the left leg. Draw the left knee in towards the body. Hug the right knee in, extend the left leg long. Guide the right knee over towards the left, gaze to the right. Slowly unwind your way back through center, hug both knees into the chest. This time left ankle on top of right thigh, interlace behind, draw it in. Hug the left knee in, extend the right leg. Then guide the left knee over towards the right, gaze towards the left. Unwind your way back through center, hug knees to chest. Send the legs up to the sky, place the hands under the hips again. Just hold here for just an extra beat. Circle out the ankles. Just let this feel good, really restorative for the body. Getting the legs overhead. Anytime you can get inverted, it's so beneficial for the heart, for the mind, the soul, the body. You can stay right here. If you have a plow pose in your practice, you can start to pike the legs overhead. And you want to use your hands on your back as support, and then you can bend the knees, rest them on the forehead. You want some point of connection, though, some point of support, whether that be the hands on the back, the knees on the forehead, or just the toes on the floor behind you. But you just don't want the body hanging out in limbo here. You want it to be supported, be controlled. And then you can pike the legs up to shoulder stand. So walk the hands from the low back down towards the shoulder blades. Press the hips towards the back of the mat, feet towards the front of the mat. Start to bend the knees towards the forehead, and then roll through the spine, slow and controlled, one vertebrae at a time. When the hips land, bring the soles of the feet together, and then bring the knees wide for a little butterfly. One hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Just breathe right here. Notice the rise and fall of the chest, the rise and fall of the hands on the heart and the belly. Hug the knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the knees, chin to chest, forehead into the knees. As you inhale, squeeze the body in tight, tight, tight. And then as you exhale, let it go, finding your way into a final Savasana. So bring the feet wide and the arms wide. Let the feet just fall away and the palms be faced up. Just take a moment here to breathe, to find some stillness. Close the eyes. Just do what you can, however much you can in this final Savasana. Just rest, to be still, be present with your body. Just be an observer of it, just for a moment. So I will leave you here. I thank you so much for joining me on the mat, stretching out our hamstrings. It's so important. And I hope you find some reprieve with this flow. So again, I thank you so much for joining me. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste. Bye.